Okay, so we are back in the best place to be in Cambridge, all right? And I'm delighted to be here. I'm talking to Josh Howell. Josh tells me he has 4 children, and I bet they're beautiful.
They are.
All right.
They are. They are. I don't want to brag, but they are.
I'm sure they are. So what do you have?
2 boys and 2 girls.
Oh, that is perfect.
So it's boy, girl, boy.
That's perfect.
I actually took my girls yesterday to ice skating.
Oh my God!
A daddy-daughter.
I saw that down at the
this community center in Easton.
Yes, I saw it in Easton.
Yep.
Oh, I got it. My daughter was a synchronized ice skater.
I took them there.
That is cool. I saw that sign.
And they enjoyed it. They had fun.
I bet. Oh.
They had fun. I'm trying to show you pictures.
Yeah, you guys can't see the pictures, but I know they're fabulous. I'm going to describe them to you.
I gotta find a good picture because some of them are missing teeth right now.
Oh, that's okay.
That's so cute.
She just lost her. Yeah, she lost her. I told her a couple days ago, I'm gonna pull that one out because it needs to come out.
Yeah.
And she's like, no. And then she goes to school, and then it falls out.
It falls out.
So
my dad used to. He would tie a string to our teeth and tie the other end to the door knob.
Man.
Shut the door, and there the teeth would fly out.
Hardcore but instant.
No, that's what I wanted to do to her, but she wouldn't.
And
let
then
me.
with the promise that the tooth fairy was coming, so I was ready for the tooth to go.
It's all right.
I want the tooth fairy. And I got a nickel, but to me a nickel was huge.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
big
yeah.
money when you go, man.
I still owe them. I still owe her some money actually. I think I owe her like $20 because the two big ones are like 10 each. So
okay, all right. See,
I still owe her.
Yeah. See, so our bodies are got worth.
Right? Yeah. They have a big, nice jar full of tooth money. So
Oh,
there's
wonderful.
at least like $300 in there.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna try to teach them
wow.
to save and stuff like that. So
I bought my daughter, as you're looking, I bought her a. So my kids, I have my son is 36 and my daughter is 22. They're big spread, but I bought her a piggy. I went to an antique store and I bought this old-fashioned clay ceramic piggy bank, and that we can't even lift it anymore. But not only are there coins in there, we would put $5, $20, whatever. So I want to break that thing. We're so anxious to see what is in there.
oh wow.
But
Hit up Coinstar.
yeah.
That's what we went to New York.
Oh my God! Look at these. Oh my God! These kids. As I knew it. They're beautiful. What are their names?
So the oldest is Bryce. He's 10. Then we have Olivia, who's 8. And then Trinity, who's 6. And then Jordan, who's 4.
Oh my God! Great names. This is a beautiful family. You got to do right by them.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh!
absolutely.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh,
Too
yeah,
bad we can't show this.
I know, right? There's no MP4s, right?
Yeah, you put on
I just
MP4.
learned that
They're
'cause she sent me the picture
beautiful.
to it, so.
Wow! And
Yeah,
I'm sure they love their daddy.
Oh yeah, they're my best friends. They hate when I go to work.
Oh, that's great. So can I ask questions?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
So why military?
Why military? So I'll kind of give you my little backstory.
Sure.
So my backstory is I'm from Northern Virginia, Woodbridge area, a little 20 minutes outside of DC.
Yeah, I know Woodbridge.
Born and raised. Well, not born, but I was born in Fairfax. You know, Trinidadian heritage. So my dad's from Trinidad.
Oh my God.
My brother and sisters all born in Trinidad.
I know Trinidad. My former
yeah?
husband's from Trinidad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Montego Bay.
Oh, awesome. Yep, Port of Spain.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome. I have a famous uncle. who's
No,
actually-
he's Port of Spain. I'm saying Montego Bay is in Jamaica.
Oh no, yeah.
He's Port of Spain.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Then definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, my uncle's famous.
Wow.
He's a famous calypso singer.
Oh.
He passed away in '94, but his
Who's
name was
your uncle?
Lord Kitchener.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I used to go to play mass.
Oh, really?
I would. Yeah, I was. In
Okay.
That. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
that's my
wow.
uncle. He was married to my father's sister, which is my aunt. So.
Oh wow.
Yep, they were married.
Wow.
But he came, and then well, fast forward to why I joined the army. So I graduated high school, went to my brothers were in the army, or I had a brother in the Marine Corps. I always thought it was something that I was never going to do. One, because I didn't want to shave my beard.
Okay.
You know, I like facial hair, and
Yeah.
then I don't know, I just felt it wasn't my path. It's something for me. And then so I went to college, playing college sports. I played football for a year at Virginia State University, which is a HBCU.
Yep.
Went there on partial scholarships, but it was a little expensive, so I ended up dropping out. Moved back in with my mom, working 3 jobs, and then me and my girlfriend, who's still my wife now, we've been married. It'll be 9 years next month.
Oh, congratulations.
So thank you, I appreciate it. So we kind of rekindled a little bit, and then she already had our oldest, so at that point, things started to get serious, and then we found out we were expecting. So like, all right, I gotta take care of my family.
Sure.
This is something I gotta do. So I walked into a recruiting center and said, hey, I want to join the Army. And they put me on the test, scored fairly well. I do IT, cybersecurity, and literally within that 9 months, I'm living at my mom's house with my wife and my 2 kids, and then 9 months later after training, I'm buying my first home at 21 in El Paso.
Wow. See, wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
So I was able to take care of my family, and that's always been my main motive. A lot of people join for different reasons.
Sure.
Some people just want to serve their country. Some people just want to, they want the action. But for me, my drive and motivation from the beginning, and still has always been my wife and my kids. So that's why I do it. Like I'll put up with the suffering, but as long as they're happy, then nothing else really matters to me.
Oh my God! So. See, you have found the light.
Yeah.
You found the light. That's what the light is.
Wow.
Knowing what you're supposed to do and sharing it with others. So you're making me cry. My eyes are watering up. I got. I want to show you my son. All right.
Yes, please.
Now that we're sharing pictures, my son has a daughter, and he's getting married the end of the year. But I'm so proud of him because he same thing. He didn't do military, but went to college and is running the business. But he has that same thing. I think there's something. I think people are born. There's some people who are born with the light, and then there are others who have to find it. But you were born with the light.
I appreciate it.
And you probably are too more. I got to talk to you more. But yeah. So this is my son Jason. Oh gosh, these stupid phones. So he took the little business, and we are way off topic. I'm so sorry.
No, this is excellent, guys.
So that's Jason.
Oh wow, see, nice beard.
Yeah, I know, he's big on the beard. But this guy has taken the business, and he's increased our portfolio by 30% in just 2 years. And just amazing. So he was born in the light.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yes, yeah. And then there's others who need to find it. So, and we work with those people, and they can be. The interesting thing about the light is, most people run from it because it can be scary. It will wake you up in the night and say, "This is your purpose," and you either embrace it or you run from it. But when you embrace it, you are on a trajectory to be the person you're supposed to be, and the people that need to be in your life will see that light, and they will be with you. And things just start to happen. It just falls into place, because you have accepted and embraced the light. And it's such a beautiful thing. I mean, it's just, it sounds a little, when I talk to people, sometimes they think I'm a nutty person.
Oh, no. Because they don't understand,
They don't understand.
They probably don't have the light, or they just
They don't want to understand the light, because it can be, you have to give in to the light. You have to completely succumb to it and trust it. But when you do, your life can be spectacular. And I'm not talking about having millions of dollars, although that's nice. We do want economic power, but the most important thing is we want to feel good about who we are and fulfill our purpose here on earth. And that's finding the light. That's finding the light. And to see you and these beautiful children, I'm so proud of you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I really am.
Thank you.
And I'm proud of you, too.
Thank you.
For bringing us together, because I'm feeling,
Yes.
I'm here chattering because I feel
That's what it's
comfortable, because
about.
I think you guys are in the light. And you can feel it, and you know it, and you just want to be around those kind of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very important. Very important.
Yeah, just talking to you, you already, changed, not changed perspectives, because we share the same perspective, but as far as just like kind of, I'm weeding through things in my life that I need to maybe focus more on. So just sitting here talking to you, I've only what, 30 minutes, 45 minutes so far, and just now I'm like picking in my brain, like, all right, this is what I need to do. I need to do this. I need to do that. Just to be a better person, better husband, better father, better person overall. Better soldier.
Yeah, that's wonderful. You wake up in the morning, and I wake up every morning saying to myself, I have one more day to get it right when I wake up. Because yesterday you might not have gotten everything right. You may have had an argument. You may have said something you didn't mean to say. But when you wake up that morning, when that sun comes up, you have one more day to get it right. And so you go go through the day with that thought in mind. I'm going to get this right. I may have done it wrong yesterday, but this is where I'm going. And make a list. I have a to-do list. Don't make the list big, because you'll never get them done.
Yeah.
But just have that one thing that you must get done, and get it done with love in your heart. And when you do, it's beautiful. And so you just, you don't get angry. You don't have a lot of stress in your life, because you've identified who you are. First of all, you know that you love yourself. You have to do that. My minister one of his talks one Sunday was, you got to be able to stand in front of the mirror, take off the Fruit of the Looms. Older guys.
Yeah, Fruit of the Looms.
Well,
I'm a Hanes guy.
Where do you get Fruit of the Looms? He said, women got to take off your bras. You got to look in that mirror and like what you see. And when you do that, nobody can touch you. You just become Teflon. You just roll off. It takes a while to get to that point, because there are going to be times when you feel like you can, but you may have some self-doubt. But the more you look in that mirror and say, I love who I am, this is my purpose, I'm going to fulfill it, I have people that depend on me, people who love me, it gets done. It gets done. So, for me, at this point in my life, I'm just kind of gliding through life, really. And you don't have to wait till you're older. You can start gliding now, but it's all in identifying and accepting and appreciating the light.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Guys, I thank you all so much. This is, as I said, this is what it's about: the connecting, the openness, the sharing.
Yes.
That's what is so much more beneficial than just the solitude, which is something that has been forced on us with this pandemic.
Yes, my God, yes.
And it's finding ways to bring people together and to connect and to share and discuss. There was things about your personal backgrounds with your grandparents and your parents, and remembering them, keeping them alive. All of that is just too important, and I thank you guys so much for sharing this with us today.
Yeah. Well, there's a good aura in this room. Oh my God.
I got 2 questions for y'all that I want you all to complete. Our focus this season has been mental health, which I feel that both of you guys are, leaders that are helping lead people on the right path. And mental health is something that is being very affected by the pandemic, and by people being so separate and alone. And so our 2 questions are that we just have you complete the sentence. A source of love for me is, and someday I'll.
Okay, a source of love for me is people. And someday I will find. Well, I want to rephrase that. Someday, in this day, I find the light.
In this day, I find the light. That's beautiful. And that's every day.
Every day.
I love it. I love it. Thank you.
You put me on the spot with this one.
Whatever you feel. Just
say the question one more time.
A source of love for me is, and someday I'll.
Okay. This is a hard one. Well, I guess the source of love always derives from my family. From my wife and my children. But I guess the source, it always ultimately boils down to Jesus Christ for me. Okay. And that's my source of love. And one day, I will be able to have a complete understanding of it. Yeah. So.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Wonderful.
I thank you guys so much. And
can I plug the show on Saturday?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So at the Harriet Tubman Museum, 424 Race Street in Cambridge, the second Saturday of every month, there'll be jazz at the museum. So come and check us out from 6 to 8.
And where can people find you guys online?
So my website is lindadharris.com. You can contact me there.
Excellent.
So for me, my you can call and over at the Eastern Recruiting Center. Just ask for Staff Sergeant Howell, or you can go to our Facebook page. If you just type in Eastern Recruiting Center again, and it should pop up. Just give us a like, and if you ever have any questions about, just the Army or my experiences, I'd love to sit down and talk and see how you can, how the Army can help you guys. So definitely an open book. So.
Great.
Thank you guys
Great.
so much. It's been such
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you. A pleasure, absolutely.
Close us out with our final track today, Miss Linda Harris.
I think it's He'll Find Me, I think is my last song.
He'll Find Me.
It's kind of a country western song. It's about when a man loves a woman, she will know it.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Staff Sergeant Howell, and we have Linda Harris here sitting with us today, and just getting to know her and her journey, and just this one thing, the song we just listened to, the Walk to Freedom. Mm-hmm. How long did it take you to write, and how do you know when it's just right, like
when
it's perfect?
Just right. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, to write the actual lyrics, it probably took me a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I write the melody line for the song.
Okay.
And then I take it to my co-writer and a phenomenal multi-instrumentalist. His name is Philippe Pacanella. And we'll sit down and we'll talk about the song. We'll talk about the feel of it. How do you want it to feel? Do you want it to have, a bossa sound, a jazz sound, a gospel sound? You have to kind of figure that out. And once we determine that, then we'll sit down and play around with the notes.
Oh, nice.
Now, that process takes a couple days. So he'll do that. And then we'll come back and we'll text in the middle of the night sometimes. He'll text me at 2 a.m. I think I got some. I said, I'm sleeping, Philippe. Why don't you go to sleep? But, when the creative process starts, you got to be on it. It doesn't matter. So we'll go back and forth maybe a couple of weeks, and then he'll say, I got it. Then I'll come back, we'll listen to it, and then I'll record it. And once it's recorded, then he will mix it. Mixing, means adding in the instruments,
Okay.
Changing the vibe of the voice. All that goes into mixing. And then that takes him, because he's such a perfectionist, that may take another week or two.
Oh.
And then he'll call me up and I'll listen to it. He may send it to me as an MP3. I'll listen to it and I'll critique it. No, I don't like it this way. Take that out. Put this in. We go back and forth. And then finally, I would say a month. Let me be honest. In a month, after he's put his, as I said, he's a perfectionist. A lot of stuff most people would let go, but he doesn't. So then it's done. Then we record it. We find a picture. We were doing CDs, but now we're just doing single releases. So we find a picture because we put everything up on YouTube. And once a picture is with the song, it becomes an MP4, and we can post it on YouTube, Facebook, wherever, Bandcamp, all of the musical formats.
Oh, wow.
And that's what we do. We've written about 15 songs now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the last 2 years.
Are you guys going to put out a project, like a full
We've done 2 already. I've got three CDs, but now we've just decided, given where things are in the music industry, we're just going to do releases.
Sweet.
We just do single releases, and no particular theme. Whatever comes to my head. And someday I'm going to have a theme, but I just have to write what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And so far it's been working well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's probably more difficult to write first, then have a melody added to it, as opposed to hearing a melody and then writing first.
Well,
that's how I thought usually that's how it goes.
For me, I listen to music all the time.
Yeah.
So you kind of have melodies in your head. Most pop music is just a basic melody. It's just a couple of basic chords. But I love classical music, and I'm a classical pianist.
Oh, okay.
How we got from classical to jazz, it's a whole other story. But so I have a lot of melodies in my head. So I can, pretty much when I write something, I kind of know the sound I want it to have. Mm-hmm. And most recently, I've decided that we've got a lot of old dead composers, classical composers, and I've decided I'm listening to them now because those songs are out of public domain, so you can use them. You can use their melody. So I'm listening to those old melodies, and I'm writing lyrics to that and jazzing it up.
That's cool.
Because I don't know if anyone's doing that. Maybe I just shared a secret. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at those guys that lived in the 1800s, They have good stuff,
Yeah.
right? And so it's just a matter of tweaking it here and there and giving it a jazz sound.
They
And
can
that's what we're
they can
doing.
put people on, if they're not into the other style.
Right.
if they're
I want to
into
get.
the
I
more
want.
jazz style,
Yeah. They can become familiar with classical composers, and that's important too. I think a good musician needs to know all kinds of music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. Most of these rap guys, they know. Those guys are Juilliard trained. They've been to Berkeley. They know all that stuff, but they've decided to have that particular genre. But they know all that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because they couldn't be as artistic as they are if they didn't have that
Yeah.
exposure.
And it also has to match align with their image that they want to put out too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what sells?
Yeah, what
Nobody's
sells.
listening to class. Nobody wants to listen to Beethoven, right?
Right.
But you get a guy with, a couple of bars and a few
sample
words, and
it.
he's all over the
Yeah,
place. Look
exactly.
at what's the guy with the what's his name? He's a DJ.
Khaled.
Khaled.
Look at him. I mean, he's not
Yeah.
doing anything.
Yeah, no, he's
But he's got gazillions of dollars.
Yeah.
It's just what we want to hear. But so I'm trying to. Camp Harriet's going to change all that too a little bit. We want to expose people to the world and not be so confined with one little thing. That's how you expand your mind and become giants in thinking and doing. And that's what we have to do as African Americans. We've been pigeonholed for too long. So we got and travel helps that. But you have to expand your mind through travel, through reading, exposing yourself to other cultures, and just people in general.
Yeah.
And music does that.
Yeah.
Music is the one medium that does that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
So another. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm taking over
And
your
I
show.
took a long.
No, you're
long
fine.
answers.
I'm a chatterbox. Like I said, I talk a lot. So.
All right.
With Camp Harriet, just what is the now? Is it like museum style, or what's the objective with?
Oh no! So
Camp
I
Harriet?
got
Just so I
an
can better
old
understand
house
it.
on Church Creek Road.
Okay.
It's a small, just a rambler, built in the early '60s, and so I'm totally renovating it, and I'm making the inside of it look like a log cabin, which is what I envision may have been the structures.
That's why you touched
That's why I
these.
should. I
Okay.
love this.
Yeah, I
I
saw
love
it.
this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to name the rooms. One's going to be Harriet Tubman. One room's going to be William Still. The open gathering room is going to be Underground Railroad. So each of the rooms will have a theme. And then I'm going to build 2 log cabins on the property. And that's where the campers will stay. And so I want to have 2 things there. I want to have campers, middle schoolers and older. And then I want to have weekend retreats for adults. So the adults, when they come, there'll be 4 bedrooms in the house. And so the weekend, the adults will come and we'll learn songwriting. I've learned to make soap. That's my other thing. We're going to sell soap.
Oh,
I have
wow.
something called Tubman Soap.
What?
It's going to be...
What do you not do?
Well, you know the lovely thing about growing older, when your kids are grown up,
Yeah.
and you have all this time to be creative. You can really get to be the person you're supposed to be. That's my thought. Because when you're married, kids, you live your life for them.
Yeah.
So now I'm living up my life for myself. So whatever comes to my little head, I do. So I want to have this Tubman soap. And so when you come to the weekend adult retreat, you're going to learn how to make soap. We're going to meditate. Meditation is a whole nother thing I could talk endlessly about, being in touch with your inner self. So we'll do some meditation, and we'll also do songwriting. Yeah, so it's going to be. I've got to narrow it down. I mean, because I've got to have a particular format, but I envision. I mean, the key things will be walking. Walking is so easy to do. You just need a good pair of shoes. It's no gym membership. You
Yeah.
don't have to get up and drive any place.
Right. You can
You
do it
just
anywhere.
go out your door. And in Cambridge, my God, this place is amazing for walking. So learn to walk. And if you're a walker, I mean, when you're out in nature, looking up at the sun, hearing the sounds in nature, you feel fabulous, And when you come back, you can deal with whatever it is you have to deal with, because it releases those feel-good endorphins, and you just you feel invincible. At least I do. And so if you come back with those good feelings, whatever your profession is, you can do it that much better because you feel good. You've gone inside, you've communed with nature. You just feel good, and you can be far more productive. So that's the main thing I want Camp Harriet to articulate to people is go inside. Everything you need is there, right? Commune with nature, love yourself, and after that, anything is possible. So that's where I am. I know it sounds like pie in the sky, but it's not.
No, that's beautiful.
It's real, and if we could all get to that space, oh my God, how much better mates would we be, neighbors would we be, parents would we be, students would we be? It would just be, it would be pretty spectacular, and I think that's where people need to get to. We go back and forth with racism and this and all these isms. I'm saying forget all that stuff. Be your best you, and that stuff will fall by the wayside, I think.
So we're going to go into our next song. Here is Fallen Trees by written by Linda Harris.
What's up, guys? You're listening to DORiS Radio on WHCP 101.5. I'm Marco.
I'm Staff Sergeant Howell.
And
I'm Linda Harris from Camp Harriet.
Hey. I'm very excited to have you both here. You want to reintroduce yourself? Tell us about yourself, Staff Sergeant Howell.
Hey, my name is Staff Sergeant Howell, or Josh, or Jay Howell, however y'all want to call me. Just depends on who's, I guess, addressing me. But I'm just your local Army recruiter here in located in Easton, but cover Cambridge, Easton, Kent Island, Queen Anne's, this whole area. So but yeah, just out here enjoying my time with Marco. I appreciate you having me. It means a lot. It's funny how we actually met. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Do you remember how we met?
At the outlets.
Yeah, the outlets. Yeah.
The Queenstown outlets. Yep.
Yeah, I think
I was working at Pac Sun.
They complimented me on my shirt or something like that. I forgot what I had on. Be like, yo, that's a dope shirt. I appreciate it. We just kind of started talking from there. So.
This is,
yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
We're excited to have you on, and like you said, we're going to be having Josh on. He'll be doing a show soon, and so we wanted to have him come join the panel. We always have guests on the panel, so I'm excited.
Great.
And tell us about yourself.
All
Ms.
right,
Harris.
So I'm Linda Harris. I'm sitting here with two handsome young men, so I want to tell everybody that.
I appreciate that.
Linda Harris, I had the privilege, the light and spirit of Harriet Tubman brought me here. I had the privilege of walking 156 miles in September from the Broadest Plantation to Philadelphia to William Still's house. And that experience was so spiritual and so enlightening. I had to come here. I'm now a resident of Cambridge. I bought a property, and I intend to turn it into Camp Harriet. And at Camp Harriet, we're going to learn how to walk. We're walking for freedom, and freedom is the way we think. All right, it's not just a word, but the way we think. And if we can expand our minds, the best way to do that is when you're walking outside. And if you do that, you can be the person that you're supposed to be. So we will do that. We'll learn about the birds of Cambridge. We're going to do some yoga. We'll have drum circles. I'm going to teach the kids to write songs. And at the end of the camp, we're going to perform them. I have the best band, the Light Switch Band, so they will be down here with me in the summer. So look out for Camp Harriet. Sign your kids up. It's going to be a great experience.
That is crazy exciting, man. It's been that your story is incredible. The long journey. I can only imagine how emotional that must have been for you all. Just hearing about it, the fact, and then you're going to be doing it again. You say?
Yes. We're going to do a walk back from Kennett Square back here for the opening of Camp Harriet.
Sweet.
And I'm very excited. And talk about emotional. I felt the spirit of Harriet Tubman. There is no way. Now, I'm not I used to be a little bit of a gym rat, but it took a lot to walk 20 miles each day. Now, Harriet Tubman, her first walk to freedom was 90 miles, and she had to do it at night because she couldn't be seen, right? She was being followed by dogs and guns and slave catchers following the North Star.
Was it one night?
Well, I think she took about 10 days, I think, to do the walk. She had a lot of help. She walked along the Underground Railroad. It's not a railroad, as you know. It's a bunch of different houses where the slaves, as they were going to freedom, were able to stay as they took the journey. And so they had to do it at night. They followed the sounds of the owls and the sounds that you hear in the woods, and the stars, which led them north. But we, my friends and I, there were 7 of us, we walked during the day, but we walked 20 miles each day. And that was just a great experience. These were 7 women that I had never met. I met them on Facebook, all right? I just said, I want to walk. So they walked with me, and we formed such a sisterhood that is impenetrable. And I'm happy for that. And I know Harriet wanted that. She wanted us to do that. And so now I am here for the rest of my life to make certain that her light continues to shine. It's all I can do. So.
Man, we're very
So
thankful
that's
to
why I'm
have
here.
you.
And we got Cambridge's. I mean, this is her place. She was born here. I mean, this place should, everybody all over the world should know about Harriet Tubman and Cambridge.
Wow.
I mean, I want to, in my own way, help make that happen. So that's why I'm here.
That's awesome. Yeah, I agree. As monumental as she is,
yeah.
I had you don't see too much, mural other than that one mural coming off the bridge.
You don't.
But there's not much, history.
It's not enough. And she just didn't free enslaved people. She freed this country, all right, from the horrors of slavery.
Yeah.
And the world needs to know that and needs to remember it every day, not just the, Black History Month, but every day we need to know what freedom feels like. And that's what she did for us. So, yeah, we got to promote it.
Yeah,
we got to promote it. Yeah.
Yeah, preserve it.
Preserve it.
Preserve
When
it.
I first came here, I met some little kids on the street. They don't know about Harriet Tubman. Now, mind you, she's on the light poles. The mural is there, but no one's talking about Harriet Tubman. That's crazy, don't you think?
It is crazy.
Right? We got 2 museums here. This is a birthplace of not just Harriet Tubman, but down the street, Frederick Douglass, and just scores and scores of influential people that made it possible for us to be sitting here. So we can't ignore that. We have to embrace our history so that we can move forward. And that's what I want to do. So I'm trying to get everybody excited as much as I can.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What part is music going to play in all this? Because
well,
I know you're a songwriter.
music is the one medium that everyone identifies with all over the world. I have traveled extensively, and it doesn't even matter if you know the language, but the music soothes your soul. So, and Harriet followed the music, the slaves, the things that got them through the day of all that hard labor was the music, right? So we have to promote our music. We are the music. I mean, we came from Africa, right? We came from West Africa, and we came playing the drums and mimicking the sounds of nature. So it's innate in us. So I got to continue the music because it is our way of communicating. It's our soul. So yeah, I write songs every day. I'm probably going to write a song about you guys
Shoot,
because
man.
it's
Be
a
honored.
feeling. It's a feeling, and we just express it by putting some notes to it. It's poetry. Music, a song is nothing but poetry to music, and anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. So.
Absolutely.
Was this our first track, "Walks of Freedom"? Was it inspired by the?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It was inspired by, it's all about Harriet Tubman walking to freedom and coming back to bring someone along with you. It's not enough. You can't be free by yourself. You have to share freedom. So I wrote this song. When I decided I was going to walk, I was inspired to write this song. So it's
That's fly. So it just comes to you like.
it just comes, it's the feeling, and I always have a pad and paper with me, and I can be driving down the street at a stoplight and just see something, and that inspires a song, and I'll think about it, and I'll go back home and just write, and then I put it in the proper musical form, either ABA or ABC or ABAB. Those are the format for music for writing lyrics. And it just flows. Sometimes it flows. Now, sometimes I hit a block and I can't do anything. But more often than not, when I'm in the light, and that means free of mind and spirit,
in the light. I like that.
things form. So
Nice.
that's how I do it.
And here we go with "Walk to Freedom" by Linda Harris. You're listening to DORiS on WHCP 101.5.